Life is meant to be lived happily.
A real working woman is an independent yet a sophisticated hustler who doesn't look for handouts.
Life is to be lived with purpose, enthusiasm, and no regrets.
I am a take charge type of chick with absolutely no room for error.
Giving back reminds you of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going.
I am a strong, hard-working woman who cannot and will not be held back.
Giving back is important because I've been blessed, and I definitely want to be a blessing to others.
Houston is a great place to work, live, and play.
I've been busy working and preparing for our first Real Working Women of Houston networking event. This event will not only be for the Real Working Women of Houston on the show, it's going to be for all of the real working women out there in Houston and the surrounding areas. This is an opportunity for ladies to get together, showcase their businesses, tell about different job opportunities, and just support one another as a whole. We were fortunate to be featured in I-10 Media Magazine as the top 40 under 40 to watch, and I think it's basically doing a large part to do with networking. Without networking, you don't have these connections, and it was just a great honor to be given such a prestigious award in the Houston community. Real Working Women of Houston, Toiya is getting ready to launch her new Sweet Teas Praline line, and I think this is a great opportunity for her to introduce it not only to the rest of the girls, but to introduce it to all of the people who plan to attend our first networking event.
Megan Andre, licensed professional counselor located in Houston, Texas. I have been practicing for over 20 years. I was introduced to these beautiful ladies from an associate of mine that I have known from some time from both the field and from New Orleans, our hometown. And I was contacted by her and asked if I was interested in hosting a session to kind of empower and educate these women and to bring them to the next level and help them deal with some conflicts that were starting to arise.
So where you say, I agree to disagree and accept it, and you leave the people the hell alone. And this is where our friendship ends. Oh, you end friendships? That's not the goal. It depends. Some resolutions are. Yeah. Some resolutions are ending. Some things end. Yeah. It's okay. Like if you sleep with my husband, we can't be friends no more. Oh yeah, but, no, that's different. Yeah. But if somebody sleeps with your husband, these steps are null and void. That's just, we ain't even having no steps. There's no way I can sit down and have those 6 steps. No,
and going into the therapy session, there were a lot of unexpected haps. My perception going into the therapy session was to be all about Nisha and Toiya getting their issues together, and whew, it was some things that came out, and I mean, glad they did come out because they needed to, but
if you care enough about the person to go through the steps, and that means that you really don't want to end something, right? No. Not all the time, because sometimes you care enough about the person, but you still maybe care enough about yourself to know that this is something that we've come to a point in our lives where we must cease this. Mm-hmm. I love you, but I know how to love you from distance. And not you. And it's okay. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. I've done that before. And that's okay. Mm-hmm.
That's mature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Going into the therapy session, I didn't want to go because I knew that the therapist was a longtime friend of Toya's, and my concern was whether or not she could be unbiased, not partial to Toya, because I knew that she probably shared what she wanted to share with her and not the actual truth.
Or hold on to a friendship that you had because it's just miscommunication most of the time, or your feelings were hurt because this was happening and that person didn't acknowledge your feelings, right? And that person may not have known that they hurt you that way, right?
Because this is your schema, right? That they do not know about, or they don't know how, or you don't even know about,
right? Okay, I can see that. But I mean, I just think that throwing away just a friendship for miscommunication. Could I have thrown away a friendship because I was like, Linda don't support me? I hope not. I wouldn't want to do that.
But you'd be surprised how many people
they do that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's always in the perception, and I think talking about it and just really forgiving, because that's what it comes down to. Ultimately, forgiving a person for what they have done. Now,
and so you're wearing on a scale.
It takes maturity and growth, and life is too short to.
Right. I agree.
To be mad over something as petty that you're because you're holding something in. Chaun could have easily held those feelings in from Linda and been passive aggressive, talking about her behind her back, but she chose to come to Linda as a woman, as a friend, and get the situation.
And just think about all the people that you hurt in the process, because when you look at a marriage, if you're having conflict, if you have kids or any relatives that are close to you, then you're tearing the people that are in the middle. It's you're causing them to have to
choose sides,
and not even choose sides, but then you got to deal with this person on this side, and then you have to change it and deal with this person on this side. That does not work. Same thing with friendships. There are friendships where there's always somebody in the center, and it's like stressful.
Yes,
it is stressful to deal with two people who don't care for, or who are not getting along with one another, and you have to be in the middle and stay neutral. That's stressful. That is a strain. And that causes you to not want to communicate with both of them.
Right. And so that's one thing to know.
What did she just say? Okay. I'm having to breathe. Chaun, breathe.
So when she said that our problems make her not want to talk to any one of us, I was very upset by it, because I thought that she and I were much closer than Toya, so I didn't understand that thought process. So I made a little nasty comment myself.
The relationship, if it's a girlfriend that I truly, truly love, I'm gonna call her to the carpet immediately. I don't let a day or two pass. I call her to the carpet immediately, because I can't sleep, I can't eat if I don't address it right away.
Oh, I don't care, because
you say it all the time. I can't talk to nobody without you making a little comment. It's annoying to me because you know how I feel.
Wait. What? But no. Time out. But the thing.
Time out. No. Time out. Come on.
I was beyond shocked to see Nisha and Chaun go toe to toe, back and forth. I mean, it was too much. It was way too much. Hey, I thought we were here for Toya and Nisha, not Nisha and Chaun. What they do that at?
When individuals are stressed, and that's when we tend to rely on our typical ways of handling things and our typical defense mechanisms, and that's when I really get to see what's going on.
Fine. You're pissed, and so I want you to de-escalate before.
I'm really fine.
Do you think that you're fine enough to go through the steps in order to address this?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so would you like to be the first person I feel when you...
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay.
I feel really disrespected and disappointed when you constantly tell me that I am not your friend. It hurts my feelings, and I'm sick of it happening. And I'd rather that you stop saying it because it's so hurtful to me that I don't know what to do. And so when you make comments, that's why I say that.
Okay, so what I heard you say was you feel disrespected when I turn around and do the same thing that you do to me on you. Is that what you're saying?
I never tell you. This is foolishness now. Never in my adult life have I ever had to argue with a friend like I do with Nisha. Everything has to revolve around her at all times. It's always about her and never about anyone else.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna need you to breathe. I'm gonna need you to breathe. I'm breathing. I can't hear you, so you're not breathing.
You know what? I'm really over this. I am not going to continue to go back and forth over something that is so petty. This is just really comical to me now. I am definitely too grown for this. People, spread love, dish drama.
She's so calm, cool, collected. I think it pissed Nisha off even more than she was violent.
And you're in your schema right now, okay?
Shut up, Toiya.
So hold on. Wait a minute. No. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You were the last person. Wait a minute. Ain't nobody talking to you though. Wait a minute. Wait. Shut up. Wait, T. You shut up. Wait. Nobody was even talking to her.
Y'all, you know I told y'all Lord be a fence all around me. Lord Jesus. He was a fence, a picket fence, an iron fence, a wooden fence, a brick fence. Because baby, guess what? That young lady told me to shut up. I thought I was having an out-of-body experience. Because the inner person came out and slapped everybody across the head. But when I sat there and realized, Lord, that girl told me to shut up. Lord Jesus, I can't even... Baby, look at here. I'm so grateful the Lord has entered my life, Lord Jesus. Because for those who know me and who I used to be, you know that little session wouldn't have happened like that.
I feel very angry when you,
lie about me.
Lie about me. And I'd rather that if you have a problem with me, that you just tell me and not other people.
Okay. I hear you say that you're angry that I lie on you, and that you would rather me talk to you rather than other people. Is that correct? Okay. Now, is the apology, you know, the intention?
Well, before we can go to all that,
wait, because I know what you're trying to do, but we're not there yet, all right? So,
I'm acknowledging her feelings. I'm acknowledging what she's saying.
So I apologize that you feel that way.
Okay. I apologize that that's how you're feeling right now. Clearly, it wasn't my intention. And
my intention was?
I don't know what it is that my intentions was, because I don't know what the lies are.
Okay.
So I don't know what
when you were talking to other people, what is your intention?
I don't know. I don't know what this is. So
when you talk to other people,
I began to feel more at ease with Megan, even when she wasn't dealing with just me. I felt at ease with her. I could see that she wasn't being biased. She wasn't being partial to Toiya or anyone in particular. She was just there to do her job. So
I feel that after I apologized, I felt angry again when you brought up again something that I had apologized for and I meant it and I thought it was over. And I'd rather if you had not brought that back up, because there would be a more recent issue that you could have brought up as opposed to that. I didn't understand. I'm confused.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
And I'm going to clarify it. We were all talking about some things. So let's get it out there, okay? I don't like how this should have gone. There were some things that everyone was saying about you and some of the things that you were doing, and that was my story. From the past.
Who told you that? And remember, Nisha, when you talked to me about it, I said she did not volunteer the information. It was she was asked. She was asked.
She did say that.
She was asked.
I think with another session or a couple more sessions, us coming together and working through whatever it is that we need to work through so that we can again get to know each other better and find ways so that we can work on relationships not just with us but with other people in our lives.
One thing that I took away from this therapy session is that there is no need for friendships to be exhausting. There's no need for friendships to be draining. And if we have friendships that's taking that much energy out of you, we don't need those friendships.
Catch the season finale of Real Working Women of Houston in 2 weeks.